Yo, what's good, what's good? We're back from Mexico, little preseason trip with the first team. Really good. I'll show you guys more about my experience there in a bit, but you guys won't believe, some people might know by now who my new teammate is and new roommate, the man himself.
What's up, boys? How's it going?
Yes, sir. Yeah, a lot more content to come, so yeah.
Doesn't hurt to have a player like Ben Validation.
How's man talk about pressure? I don't feel pressure.
We are about to go grocery shopping. Yo, we're back. I'll show you guys what I got, what I'm eating. A bunch of organic fruit, organic apples, bananas, pears, and we got avocado as well. Rice, oats, organic quick oats, almond butter, natural raw honey. It was so expensive, but worth it. Maple syrup, keeping the sweeteners organic, pure. Yogurt, almond milk, cheese, grass-fed ground beef, steak. Not too much, not like a huge shop because wasn't a huge shop because we are going to Orlando to play Orlando City soon, but yeah, kind of just a lot of breakfast. We do get most meals paid for, like when we're training. So going to the facility, if you're with the first team, you get breakfast. If you're not, then you make it on your own. It just depends who you're training with on the day. More on that later. But
it's been a long week. I'm back from Mexico with the Houston Dynamo first team. And before I go into Mexico, I want to touch on or just talk about the contract that I signed. There's a couple posts online, a few reporters or whatnot, and I don't blame them for this. I was really vague with how I described everything, but just to be clear, I am on a second team contract with a first team option for next year. So what that means is basically this year I'm on a second team contract. I'm playing with the MLS Next Pro side, Houston Dynamo. Really good team, love the guys, and super excited to, start winning games with the team. What the option means is that, so it's a 1-year contract, and basically if they want to keep me after this year, so if I do good, if I improve, if they see something in me, if it's just basically it's another grind. Obviously I'm super excited to sign my first pro contract, but you never really truly make it, and I am just on another grind now. The grind is to get to the next level, to the MLS side. So yeah, just looking forward to really improving this season, winning games, playing well, being super locked in. I'm just happy to finally get settled. Ready for this next journey, this next grind. Going to be documenting everything as usual. But I'm going to talk about an MLS Next Pro contract, what it looks like, just so that if you're in college or maybe you're thinking about signing an MLS Next Pro contract from academy or something like that, the reality of it is it's not a lot of money. I'm not going to say exactly how much I'm making personally, but it ranges for most clubs, I feel from $2,000 to $4,000 a month. I think that's kind of the range. There's no cap, so it can be way higher and it could probably be lower. So that's kind of what you're looking at, but you get free housing and you get a decent amount of meals paid for. So when you do all the calculations, it's not as bad as it looks, because you are getting free housing. Depending on where you live, that can be super expensive. So yeah, if you're good with your money and obviously you don't have kids yet or anything like that, you can be living super comfortably. And yeah, that's the one thing I'm gonna be touching up on this channel, is trying to be good with my money, because a lot of pro footballers just waste their money on LV bags and whatnot. I'm not at that level yet where I can afford that. I'll show you what we're rocking with. We are rocking with the Walmart toiletry bag. We can't afford the LV toiletry bag yet, but what we can do is I am dropping We Of Sports toiletry bags. The idea is for it to be as close to luxury as not luxury. So it's a toiletry bag that you wear before you make it. But that's for another time, because I don't think I'm gonna have that done for a long time, so I wouldn't even worry about that. Something that I am gonna have soon is, and I'll give you guys an apartment tour while I talk, but this is my temporary room. I'm moving right next door to a bigger room. Right now it's only gonna be me and Isaiah as of now. We might get another roommate later, I'm not sure. But what is coming soon is I am working with my former strength coach, the strength coach that I worked with at Penn State for Penn State men's soccer. He's the best. Adam. You can search up his name. I'll pop his name up on the screen. You can do your own research if you want, but I mean, this guy has got me right. He's made me faster. He's made me stronger. We are dropping a strength and speed and conditioning program. If you do it right, it is guaranteed to get you right. I promise. You can take it from me. And then for those who do complete the program, you'll become a We Up athlete. Essentially, you'll get free gear and whatnot, but it's not going to be open to everybody. It's going to be pretty limited, at least for the first month or two that we drop it. But that, more information on that later. Just stay tuned. Something to look out for if that's what you're interested in. If not, if you're already fast and strong as you can be, then don't even bother. But this is what the apartment looks like. It's super calm, nothing crazy for real. Outdoor living space, kitchen, you know, nothing crazy. That's Isaiah's room out there. We got a balcony out here. Like I said, nothing crazy. TV, that's gonna be my room. And then we got the bathroom right here. But yeah, I'm about to talk about the preseason trip to Mexico. Yeah, we had a few games, but yeah, it was an amazing trip. And it wasn't an amazing trip because of, you know, amazing food, the amazing hotel, you know, all the stuff that is held to like a professional standard. Like, yes, that was good, but what I most took away from the trip was how much I think I can learn and how much I learned in such a short period of time. The way it really worked is they brought some of us second team players to Mexico. When you get brought up, like a lot of times it's just because they need numbers, you know what I mean? Like they just need, say they need depth in a center back position and they need center backs to be able to play against, you know, players. They'll bring us up. Sometimes it's because, you know, someone's doing really good and they just deserve it. You know, you can't really look too far into it, but what you can do is just take advantage of every single opportunity that you do get. And I think I did that on this trip, just, you know, really staying locked in, learning. The difference in the pro level to the college game really is just the level of focus that you need to have throughout training. Like you can't be switched off at all. I've felt like that's when I take like my worst touches, make my most mistakes, when I switch off. And when you're playing at a little bit lower level, you can afford to do that because, you know, your speed, strength, and all that is going to make up for it. But here at this level, everybody's fast, everybody's strong, everyone thinks fast, everybody plays quick, and you just need to be on that level all the time, which means you need to be locked in. But on the trip, we played a few matches. I got 45 minutes versus Chivas Reserves. I got another 30 minutes versus a second division team who was really good team. And then we played Chivas Reserves again, and we played another team as well in between that. I got a decent amount of minutes each game. Basically, what I found out that I need to work on the most is seeing that next pass. You know, one of the coaches was telling me, is like, good players see the, you know, the obvious pass. Then very good players see the second, third lines, and amazing players see everything, you know, they see every pass. So what I'm working on is just really expanding, you know, my vision, trying to find the second, third, you know, through balls, all that, find my 10, find my 8s and whatnot, just not looking short all the time. You know, I feel like I have that long diagonal in my locker and I have the short pass in my locker, but I really need to start to see the game more, see those second line passes, and that's definitely what I'm going to be working on. I'm also going to be working on making sure that my first touch is always clean. You know, sometimes you lose focus, and another thing I learned is your first touch is so important. You know, you lose track of that when you play for so long. You kind of take it for granted. But if I take a good touch, the striker is not going to be able to press me as good. If I take a good touch, he's not going to know exactly where I'm going to go. If I can disguise my touch, if I can disguise my pass, you know, it's just a lot easier. It makes everything easier. So really focusing on the first touch. I think I have the ability to have a good touch all the time. It's just, I think it's mostly a repetition thing and a focus thing. That was a brief description of how Mexico went. I think I performed pretty well. You know, I adapted real quick. I kind of got thrown into there because I was just in Philadelphia like a month ago, and then next thing you know, I'm in Mexico, like Houston to Mexico. I'm like, whoa, things happen so fast. But yeah, just, you know, adapting I think I performed well. I think I learned a lot, and I just know I have a lot of room to grow. Let's talk about what is MLS Next Pro. So MLS Next Pro, like I said, is the second team, but this is what it's made up of, the players that play in MLS Next Pro. You got first team players who need minutes, who aren't getting a lot of minutes with the first team, so they need to get minutes with the second team to stay fit, stay sharp for when their time does come at the first team. Then you have young ballers. Some of them, they might be national team players, or they might be considered for homegrowns for the club. They're just young academy ballers who are just kind of ahead of their peers at the moment. They need to play at a higher level. Basically, that's what it is. And then it's made up of college kids. So a lot of MLS Next Pro teams have college kids. Whether they got drafted, it's likely that they'll be playing with the second team. And even players that didn't get drafted, like in my case, you kind of just have to go in, obviously earn a second team contract, but then, play with the second team and try to make your way up from there. So it's basically for college kids that are trying to make that transition to first team football. Yeah, signing my first pro contract was no easy task at all. I wasn't promised anything, coming here. I packed my bags. I packed a lot because I told myself in my head I'm not leaving, and I haven't been home since. I still do need to go home to pack a few things, but I'm coming out of here with a contract. And that's what I did, but for a long time, I was like, do they like me? Blah, blah, blah. It was nerve-wracking because, I didn't have anything else lined up. I wasn't like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go somewhere else. Is it possible that I would have, if I didn't sign here, that I would have had an opportunity elsewhere? Yeah, it's very likely. But, I wasn't thinking about that. I was like, I want to make it work here. When I got here, I liked the organization a lot. The way they integrate their second team in with the first team, I like that so far a lot. And yeah, it seems like a really good opportunity. I'm just here to make the best of it, learn, get better as a player, hopefully make that jump next year. But, right now we're just grateful. Thank God for this opportunity. Thank my friends, family, and loved ones. I hope that cleared up a lot of, what level I'm playing at, where I'm at in my career, and what my goals are for the future. Even though I technically just achieved my childhood dream of finally becoming a professional footballer, there's still so much work to do, so there's really not much time to celebrate. I think, I have a long way to go. Yeah, looking to have a long career. That's the goal. Long, successful career, playing at the highest level possible, and I'm going to take you guys along on that journey with me. Stay tuned for more. Definitely going to be able to start posting more content, especially on YouTube, because I'm starting to get settled in here. Not fully settled yet, but I will be soon. So expect not daily content yet, but daily content is the goal. That is the final goal for this channel, is to have videos daily, whether that's FIFA, Q&As, videos with my guy Isaiah. Peace. I'll stop yapping. See you later. Keep grinding. Yes, sir. We up.
How's man talk about pressure? I don't feel pressure.
Oh, you made it this far. I appreciate you. You're a real one. Boom. 50% off anything you want in the We Up Sports store. Shh. Don't tell your friends, or if you can tell your really good friend if you really want to, but this is for the people who watch the full video. And yeah, just want to show my love. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, 50% off. Link in the bio. Get whatever you want. Doesn't matter to me. Cop a hoodie. I got the hoodie on right now. But yeah, or don't. If you don't want to cop anything, no pressure. Just wanted to show my love. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Love. Peace. We up.